What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the 1LE and we are going to install the LT2 manifold. Yep, C8 Corvette manifold. Got the cover off of eBay on a bid for a pretty good price. Got the manifold local and it's already modified underneath to fit. I already added my own attachment for the brake booster. The hole was bigger than usual, so I didn't use the fittings that other people recommended online or in the forums. I made my own connections. I'll make it work. I have the extension for the sensor, and I have the 90-degree plug coming, but that's coming off of eBay, off of China, so that's gonna take a while to get here. So we'll use this one for now. So yeah, we're just gonna get the manifold out. We're gonna have to modify the foam that's underneath in between the manifold and all the fueling stuff. So we'll modify that. We'll put the manifold on there and check for fitment with the cover, and then hopefully if it works, because some people say it touches, and I don't know, I'll have to find out by myself. Hopefully it doesn't, touch as much or as bad, or we'll see the logs if it creates any knocks, if it even like touches a bit. And I really want to keep it just because it looks nicer. Maybe we'll get rid of this Corvette and wrap it or do something nicer eventually. But right now we just want to test for fitment, see if everything works out. And I'm going to also look at the logs because I'm not going to tune it yet. I have headers coming. I have the wideband, I have the flex fuel kit. I'm adding the LT2 manifold. But I got headers coming within a week, and I gotta make sure I have everything before I order the tune and load the tune into the car. I mean, if I see the logs and it's not running good, I'll go ahead and order the tune just for the manifold, just in case, since the holidays are coming and I don't put the headers right away, I can still run it like that. And maybe it'll work. We'll do dynos and see the difference, with headers and without headers, or without headers and with headers. So we'll see. Let's jump right into it. Unplug the sensor. Alright, so I took the covers off, took the cold air intake off. I left the evap there because this is being a biatch, and I don't want to break it. I don't want to fight with it right now. These are super easy. These you just push in and then out. Oh, I gotta take this one out too. I'll take that one out. And the sensor was unplugged. So now I'm gonna go here, the brake booster. You see this line goes all the way back there. I'm gonna unplug it here, and I'll take it off once I get it off. So I'm gonna unplug it here, so it's the same. Just push, push, push in and then out. I also forgot to unplug the throttle body right there. Just gotta unplug that. And it should come right out. I gotta vacuum that up, clean it all up. One side doesn't have oil, the other side has some. I need to get a catch can. I'm gonna clean it all up, look around, make sure everything is good. Trim that all the way in the back right there, and make sure it all fits. All right, so now to the E85 kit. We have a SMG speed kit. You have the tool to remove the fuel line. So that's kind of the fuel line. We'll have to remove the clip up top. And this is gonna go in between. This goes into the coil pack, and this gets pinned in to one of those plugs down there. All right, so this part here comes out, and this is gonna go to your line, and then you're gonna screw it on. So this piece goes behind the ledge, so that way when you screw it on, it just holds on. See, it's in the back. And you got a 5/8. I don't have an AN, but I gotta see if I have something to finish tighten it up. Alright, so one that's tightened, this one just comes right in here and pushes right in. It clicks. Alright, so now it just says route to the nearest coil pack, which is right here. So you will keep it here so you can zip tie it here and have it there. So remove the clip up. So connects right in. Make sure it clicks. This one should connect right up. Make sure they both click. Now we have to route this one all the way back here, hidden already where I routed the cable for the wideband. I'm gonna route it through that. That way it's hidden from the heat, and then we'll plug it to the PCM. All right, so to work on that pin, I removed 4 10mm nuts, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then this just lifts up. We can see how to snatch it out of there. Red clip out. Get it around here. Move this clip out slowly. Two clips I gotta remove here, one on the other side. This comes out. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Alright, so most videos that I saw show that it's 38, which I already opened right there. If you can see, let me point it out. It's this one right here next to that blue one. It's right here. But when I found it, right here, yeah. When I found it, it didn't have one of these clips that everybody's been removing. It had these little plastic tabs. And it looks like it was just covered, so you can't use them. I mean, I don't know. I've never done this part. I know usually you take out these clips and you push the new one in. Well, this one has that black plastic tab like this one has here, and I tried to move it around and I saw it moved. So I have these nifty electrical tools, and I took this one and I went from this way up and I popped out that little plastic tab, and now I can finish wiring this into that one right there, which is 38. Look at the difference. Take the cover off. But big difference. Just transfer the throttle body, the sensor, and all that over. Alright, so I wanted to keep the foam for the sound, like I said. So I ended up modifying the edges and cut a little bit in the back. The hump, I cut it down. And also I went here and I kind of brought all these down so it would fit. So now I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, put the gaskets, put the brake booster, and I think we're gonna try in some fitting. It's all up in there. Looks very nice, very nice. So you see the sensor extension goes over all the way to the side. It plugs there. Got the flex fuel kit all routed. We gotta zip tie everything back together, but we plugged everything back together. The coulter intake is back in. The plug is in. The booster goes from there to there. That's back in there too. I think that's pretty much it. We're about to start her up and see if it burns or not. All good. She's running. All right, so real talk. It's the next day. Last night I recorded, but I'm not gonna put that on. I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. When we started the car, it was running weird, and it sounded like I had a misfire. And it was giving us like a ESC suspension code. But when I put the code reader on, it told us that cylinder 6 was misfiring and there was an open circuit. So of course we went to the connection for the flex fuel. We unplugged that. We unplugged it off the sensor and it still was going on. And then after a while, Omar and I talking, we actually unplugged it from the source and then plugged it directly. Started the car and it cleared everything up and the car's running good. So what I did was I unplugged the flex fuel sensor and I hid it back there and it's hidden for now. So the pin, if you saw in the video, I never showed that. The pin that goes into the ECM was kind of messed up, the wire a little bit, so I couldn't get it all the way in. So Thomas, Unix Eco, came over and he helped me out. He kind of cut it, soldered it all together, made it all nice. So we got the pin in, so the pin is in, but I need to find another source for power for the flex fuel system. So I gotta figure that out and plug it in. It's not that hard. We'll just piggyback it up with something else. It'll be super easy, but the cover's in with the manifold. It runs good. I checked the AFR, it's all good. The only thing I'm waiting on is I have a 90 degree coming here so I can run this. And even then I gotta get a catch can so it'll route a little bit better. But everything is on there. Everything is on there pretty good. We're gonna plug in the MPVI2 and look at the logs to see, because if you see, it touches a little bit up there on the hood. It touches a little bit on the hood, so I'm gonna log it and see if it creates any knock. If it creates some knock, then I'm gonna have to take the cover off and just, suck it up. But I'd rather not, because it looks pretty cool. I mean, it does say Corvette, but we'll get rid of that and wrap it or do something different. But I like how it looks. It looks pretty good. So if we check the logs and it's not knocking, we'll put it in the dyno, just like that, stock tune, see the difference so we can compare it to the stock and see the gains and see what happens. But we have headers on the way. Headers are coming on the way. And once the headers get here and I know I have everything, I'll order the tune and we'll install the headers, put the tune on, do all the stuff. Put it on the dyno, take it to the track. I want to take it to take some turns and stuff here. Eventually we'll get to the track, but for now we're just having fun modding it. And I like I love how it looks. Love how it looks. The car sounds good. It drives good. I just went to Central Florida Cars and Coffee, and the car feels good. I can't tell you, it makes like a huge difference from the butt dyno. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I can feel it, you know, but I think that's just you thinking because you did a mod, the car's faster. The car's fast, it moves, I mean, pretty quick, but did it make a difference? We'll know when we put on the dyno, and if we get a chance to take it to the track, I'll take it to the track. Always W. I mean, I'm never able to run it without traction control all the way off because it spins. So we'll see what we end up doing. But all in all, I like the look. Like the look. And for the cover, the extension, the manifold, I spent probably $300. So if you don't get the cover, you end up spending like $320. So I mean $220. So for $220 versus almost $500 Kai holder intake, you get more horsepower and a better power band up top. If you get a colder intake, it's only a couple horsepower and it's not really that much. We're in Florida, it's just gonna heat soak. So what I really want to do is I want to change this just for aesthetics, because this car's garage kept and everything, and it still gets this, I don't know, it gets an ugly look. I don't know if you can tell there because it's not in the sun, but it's losing its color. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have anything to say about it, put it in the comments, let me know what you think, and see you guys next time. Peace.